He'll start the return inside his... And he loses the ball deep in his own end. The Tigers offense takes the field for the first time today. The Gators devastated and humiliated the Tigers the last time they got together.
Well, the Gators dominated that game in all three phases, and that's something they're trying to do again in this one today. Offensively, it's about explosive plays. Defensively, it's about creating takeaways, and they're going to have to make a play or two on special teams. If they do that, the Gators feel like they're going to win this one again.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Tigers want to move quickly.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared, right?
Oh, he's got some space. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
Back to throw, it's Fuentes. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
And man, you know this guy dreamed of starting this game off right and running the football and positive and being the guy throughout the day, not coughing it up on the first carry. Going to have some resilience because he's going to get more totes, and he's got to make sure he's ready for it.
Gets it past the marker. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They get him down, tough run, picks up 4, they'll mark it at the 19. The noise level is relentless here on second down. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if his quarterback goes his way again.
Once you start to get down towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
And that's the money down, man. Fourth down, you just have to have it somehow, some way. You're calling a pass play. You're trying to get it through the air. Nothing open downfield. And he just takes over. He just tucks the ball and runs, goes and gets it. Great job, great decision-making by the quarterback on that play.
The hand to the running back. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Florida! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Pulls it and fires to the left.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in the rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
On the run, it's Ford. LSU will get a first down. When these two first met in 1937 in Baton Rouge, LSU shut out the Gators. Florida would not the first road victory in this swampy series when they beat LSU on the Bayou in 1956.
And a lot of history between these two teams because even when there were two divisions in the SEC, this was a constant cross-division rivalry featuring lots of NFL talent and some really dramatic games. I remember being the #1 team in the nation back in 1997, going into Baton Rouge and losing, and the fans rushing the field, tearing down the goalposts. These two teams have unbelievable fan bases and lots of talent on the field.
To the air, it's Fuentes. He's got it. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. LSU right back to the line. Reads it, fires complete. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
When you're coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go faster, seeing it here.
Caught in the backfield, it's Cord. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Or will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Caught over the middle, it's Griffin. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Tigers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw on third. Gets rid of it. He's got it on the move. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. The Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He'll do it himself. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Trying to power it in. He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game. After a drive this long, a field goal would be demoralizing at this point. It's third and goal. Wide out, trying to get it in. Touchdown, Tiger. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's...
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Gator. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to problem for defenses all year long.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Back to throw, it's Fuentes. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Makes the grab. It's Griffin. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
Yeah, and this offense, man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's a kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still in identity mode.
And they get him down. And the Tigers want to crank the tempo. Rides to back and leaves it. Powers through the defender. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on second down. He'll throw it. Makes the grab. It's Griffin. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got his man in the middle. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. First play of the period, first down here. Looking to throw, it's Fuentes. With the catch, it's Corn. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. He wants to throw it again. That's caught. It's Corn. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Tiger!
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
Bringing it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Makes the grab. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
It's just incredible. You see the arm talent in that last throw. The quarterback position is the hardest position to play in team sports. The fact that this guy is right out of high school and somehow in the conversation to win the Heisman Trophy, that's one of the best stories right now in all of sports.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Gets it out fast. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. Hits it up for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long.
There he goes. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Florida.
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14.
Personal foul. Roughing the kick. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Wants to throw. It's Fuentes. Got the quick pass. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. LSU quick to the line. Hand off from the shotgun. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. The give to the single back. Picks up the first down, still moving. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Right back to the well. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense. But
turning it on! Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And, man, this guy's shown you the whole gamut, the whole arsenal. Like, he can run, he can throw, he can handle the moment, he can handle pressure. I'm interested to see how he finishes this season. He's already in the top 10 in total touchdowns, rushing and passing. Had a phenomenal year. Now is the time late in the season when you can go win those individual awards.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Wants to throw on third down. Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Gator.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him redirect.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Dropping back, it's Fuentes. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Unloads to the right. It's complete. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And that last completion left them short of the sticks. It's third down. Just gets rid of it before the heat. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. Hunt is on its way. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. To the air on first down. It's complete on the right side. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And you really want your best player to be your quarterback, to be your leader, and he's been that all year long. Dude, he's in the top 10 passing in all of college football, and he's leading this team very much in the Heisman race. And guess what? Got a chance to end the year strong, make a statement, and go out and be maybe the best player in all of college football.
It's now first and 10 from the 24-yard line. The throw, complete to the right. Touchdown, Florida! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision.
Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, seems like every time Florida and LSU get together, magic happens. And halfway through this one, the sparks have been flying. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. 2 quarters to go. Time to find out who comes out on top, guys, between the Tigers and Gators.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Takes the handoff. It's Orlando. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Makes the grab on the left. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Handoff to the lone back. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage from no gain on the play.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Quickly to the tight end. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And he shows you the arm right there, but I tell you what, I've been impressed with this young man and his ability to do both. Rush, throw, lead a team, put up huge numbers in the top 10 in total TDs running and passing. And this dude very much in the Heisman race. He's had a great season. He can do a little bit of everything.
Give to the running back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Gators can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They go to the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Give him 88 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. Might as well give it to him again. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. The Gators trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Trying to run it in. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football, but when you got it back...
Touchdown, Gators! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Ole Miss needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Oxford behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Arkansas. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Snagged in the middle. It's Mack. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Fuentes. Throws for the tight end. On target to the left. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball.
Breaks into the open. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. And the Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Gonna look downfield again. Catch in the middle, it's Griffin.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
Caught near the sticks, it's Griffin. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. Under fire. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
Finds his big tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the field goal unit is on the field. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. He splits the uprights.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the tailback.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
They'll go right back to the run. Got enough for the first. At midfield, he's got room. They just barely saved themselves from giving up a score on the final play of the third period, and will carry that one into the fourth. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. The give to the back. Sweet cut there. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Gators with the 1st and 10. Handoff to the single back. Breaks the tackle. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
To the air, it's Fuentes. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He'll keep it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll try the run. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it. Fights off a defender. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. They're working that left side. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
And, man, this QB has delivered all year long. All the hype coming in as a freshman. Like, will he get on the field? Not only does he get on the field, now we're talking late in the season about being a true...
Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Gators. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all, just showing it off left and right. But when you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping them.
Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. Dropping back, it's Fuentes. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
There he goes. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
It's caught. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the one.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And after finishing off one drive with a field goal, they'll try it again, this time a 47-yard try. He slides that just inside the right upright. And the field goal was good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, he's got...
Slips a tackle, and he's got room. There he goes. He's at the 30. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
And how about the year he's put together? I mean, he is in the top 10 in passing in college football, obviously. And obviously, we're talking about him for the Heisman, but just a guy you've been able to trust, a dynamic passer, throwing the football all over the yard. This team has been built on him, and he's had an unbelievable season.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the grab over the middle. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal.
And his offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They've built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop.
The Gators looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Here's a throw downfield late. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a man. It's Fuentes. Fires to the middle. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. This offense has it with really good field position. He'll start this drive going to the air. Working that left side now. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. One more play to pad the stats. Back to throw, it's Fuentes. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
Thanks.